Road to GH will reveal exciting details on Monday, December 30th, 2024. First, the confrontation between Lucas and Drew escalates as Lucas can no longer stay silent about what he believes to be inappropriate behavior between Drew and Willow. Lucas openly criticizes Drew, stating that ignoring his relationship with Nina to publicly pursue Willow is irresponsible and selfish. Lucas's words are sharp and direct, but they also offend Drew. Drew immediately reacts strongly, claiming that Lucas is interfering in matters that don't concern him and has no right to judge his relationship. The tension between the two quickly escalates. Drew, already frustrated with Lucas's criticism, loses control and raises his voice in response. He asserts that his choice to be with Willow is a personal decision that doesn't require anyone's interference or advice, especially not Lucas. The argument becomes even more heated as neither of them is willing to back down, with every exchange of words intensifying the conflict. Willow, caught between the two men, tries to intervene, but it seems neither is listening. Drew and Lucas, both with wounded pride, let their emotions overpower their reasoning. In their fury, they charge at each other, leading to a dramatic physical altercation. Despite Willow's repeated pleas for them to stop, their anger has already spiraled out of control. Her attempts to calm the situation are mere echoes amidst the chaos. Willow is utterly terrified by what is happening. She can't believe that the complex relationship between herself and Drew has led to such a fierce confrontation. Guilt weighs heavily on her as she realizes her actions have contributed to the escalating situation. Willow just wants everything to settle down, but it seems that none of her words are enough to prevent the eruption between Lucas and Drew. Finally, after a period of chaos, both men are forced to stop when others intervene. Lucas, with a look of intense anger, storms off, while Drew remains frustrated and shows no sign of remorse. Willow, standing there in shock, doesn't know how to mend the rift that just occurred. This event not only damages the relationship between Lucas and Drew, but also puts Willow in a more difficult position than ever before. On Monday, Michael, feeling conflicted and helpless, turns to Sasha, whom he has always considered a close and trustworthy friend. With a stack of separation papers from Willow in hand, Michael sits down and begins to pour out his heart. He talks about the disagreements, the tensions in his marriage, and the pain of realizing that Willow has filed for separation. Sasha listens, her eyes full of deep empathy. Having gone through major struggles in her own life, Sasha understands the hurt Michael is experiencing. She doesn't interrupt, giving him the chance to express all the emotions weighing on him. When Michael hands Sasha the stack of papers, she is visibly moved. Sasha knows that Michael is in a tough spot, dealing not only with a fractured marriage, but also with his own emotions. With a soft but decisive tone, Sasha comforts him and advises him to carefully consider every decision. She emphasizes that the key is to find a solution that minimizes the harm to both him and Willow, especially since they once shared a deep relationship. Sasha also advises Michael to prioritize the children, ensuring that every decision stems from love and responsibility. However, as Michael reflects on Sasha's advice, she suddenly shows signs of discomfort. Sasha places her hand on her stomach, her face turning pale, and she suddenly feels nauseous. This occurrence shocks Michael, and he immediately expresses concern for her health. He anxiously asks if she is facing a serious issue. Sasha, looking a bit awkward, replies that she is just feeling tired and that there's nothing to worry about. However, Sasha's reaction only deepens Michael's suspicions. He can't help but notice her strange behavior, especially given that she has been through major upheavals in her life. Sasha tries to redirect the conversation to avoid causing Michael more distress, but his keen instincts lead him to suspect that she might be pregnant. Although Sasha doesn't explicitly say so, her eyes seem to hide a secret she isn't ready to share. When Michael leaves, he can't shake off his concern for Sasha's condition. Even though he is caught up in his own marital troubles, he can't ignore his worry for her. In his mind, a series of questions arise, not only about his own life, but also about what is happening in Sasha's life. This situation forces Michael to face challenges in his relationship with Willow, while also marking a new and unexpected turning point involving his close friend. On Tuesday, Carly enters the house and immediately senses that something is wrong. The room is eerily silent, and as she steps inside, she is horrified to find Sunny unconscious on the floor. The scene sends Carly into a panic. Without hesitation, she calls emergency services and informs Michael and Christina about Sunny's critical condition. Carly struggles to stay calm in order to handle the situation, but inside, she is overwhelmed with worry and fear, fearing she could lose Sunny forever. When Christina receives Carly's call, she is struck speechless. She can't believe her father is in such a critical state. The anxiety quickly turns into guilt as she blames herself for having distanced herself from Sunny in recent times. Christina feels as if she has failed in her duty as a daughter, leaving her father to face his struggles and pressures alone. She cries in pain and regret, unsure of how to make up for the lost time. Meanwhile, Michael, upon hearing the news, wastes no time and rushes to the hospital. To him, Sunny's health is always the top priority, and he knows his father needs the care and support of the family now more than ever. Upon arriving, Michael immediately seeks information from the doctors, hoping to hear any news about Sunny's condition. Despite trying to stay calm, his face clearly shows the tension, knowing that this heart attack could lead to serious complications. Carly also quickly arrives at the hospital after confirming that the emergency team has taken Sunny safely. She meets Michael in the waiting room, and together they face this crisis. Carly can't stop wondering how much pressure Sunny must have been under to end up in this condition, while Michael encourages her to stay strong so they can support Sunny in the best way possible. Michael's presence helps Carly feel less alone in these difficult moments. Christina, despite being overwhelmed with guilt, decides to go to the hospital to be with the family. She knows that what matters now is to set aside personal emotions and focus on helping Sunny recover. The three of them, Carly, Michael, and Christina, wait together outside the hospital room, filled with worry but holding on to the hope that Sunny will overcome this challenge, just as he has so many times before. In that moment, their family bonds grow stronger, even in the midst of such hardship and pain. Finally, Jason and Anna receive an urgent report from Dante that Lulu has gone alone in search of Charlotte. The situation quickly becomes more serious when Jason realizes that this is not Lulu's impulsive decision, but rather the result of a trap cunningly set by Valentine. With his sharp instincts and experience, Jason understands that the situation has spiraled out of control, and if they don't act quickly, they could lose both Lulu and Charlotte. Without hesitation, he resolves to find Lulu, fully aware that the journey ahead is fraught with danger. Anna, with her sensitivity and deep understanding of Valentine, realizes the gravity of the situation as soon as she hears the news. Not allowing Jason to face the danger alone, she decides to accompany him. Her experience as a seasoned agent gives her insight into the traps and tactics Valentine might employ. For Anna, this isn't just a rescue mission, but also a direct confrontation with a former acquaintance who is now a very dangerous adversary. Before setting out, Jason uses all the resources available to him to gather clues. He traces a strange phone number that had called Rocco's phone, trying to pinpoint a location. The information they gather suggests that Valentine is likely holding Lulu and Charlotte at a remote location, far from prying eyes. Jason and Anna carefully plan their next steps, preparing everything necessary to face any unexpected situations. Meanwhile, Laura can't stay idle upon hearing that her daughter and granddaughter are in danger. Her worry and sense of helplessness prompt her to join Jason and Anna on the mission. Laura knows she may not be physically as strong as they are, but as a mother and grandmother, she will do anything to bring Lulu and Charlotte back safely. Laura's promise to accompany them not only motivates Jason and Anna but also symbolizes the unity and determination in times of peril. As they prepare to leave, the atmosphere is charged with tension but also filled with resolve. Jason, Anna, and Laura know that this mission requires not just courage but also strategy and close cooperation. Time is of the essence, and they must act quickly before things become too late. Though they understand the road ahead is fraught with danger, their faith and love for Lulu and Charlotte serve as a powerful driving force to move forward and face the challenges that lie ahead.